In this video, we're going to talk about what the gurus are not telling you about high ticket sales. So people come to me all the time and they're like, can you really make this amount of money? Can you really do this? Can you really succeed? And everyone has told you that you can make 10K a month or you can make this amount in high ticket sales. But a good way to explain this is think about it like this. High ticket sales, that's just a sales job. That's all this is. But it's not a traditional sales job in the way that you are familiar with it. So if someone came to you and they were like, oh, I'm a real estate salesperson, or I'm a car salesperson, or I sell windows for luxury homes or whatever, you would think immediately, oh, this is a normal thing. You would just accept that as normal. This is a normal person with a normal job. But if someone came to you and they were like, oh, I'm a high ticket salesperson, you'd immediately think, what? I don't understand this. What is this? I'm not sure about this. When in reality, these two things are exactly the same. You're just selling different things under different circumstances. So people will see people on their feed saying, oh, you can make this amount of money to take phone calls on your computer. You can make even more than 10K a month, whatever. This isn't hard to do. And they're just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't believe it. But the harsh reality of high ticket sales that none of these gurus are telling you, the harsh reality about succeeding at this is that it's more about you than whether or not this is a real thing. So let me explain what I mean. There are thousands of people right now who are closing and making good money doing this for all different types of internet businesses, whether you believe it or not. And when I first got into this, or I saw this for the first time on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, I was in a software sales job for a tech startup. And I would be on the internet at night looking at like make money online stuff. I looked at everything, bro. And eventually I came across like the sales because I tried other business stuff and it wasn't really working because I wasn't really doing the work. And I was like, well, I'm already in sales and I could just do the sales because they have salespeople making money, blah, blah, blah. But I had the same thoughts. I was like, okay, 10, 20K a month doing this? I don't know, maybe only a few people do that. I can see that people are making money, but is it everybody? Or what is it that they're not telling me, right? I had all the normal thoughts. I was never the this is a scam person, but I was like, what are they not telling me? But I kept looking into it and I found out it was legit and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And once I got into it and I had like been successful for a while and I had started making money, I was thinking, well, why the hell isn't everyone doing this? This is fucking amazing. How could people possibly not think this is real, especially when it's just a sales job? And how do they think that something is being gatekept? Basically, it's just a sales job. And since you're selling things that cost thousands of dollars and you've got tons of warm inbound leads, you make a lot of money. It's a pretty simple equation. But at that point on the other side, I was like, okay, it was extremely clear to me why I was able to be successful at this, and I had a hard time understanding why other people couldn't see the same thing. But the important part is what I realized next, which was there were many other people that came into this at the same time as me and had the same advantages I did, sometimes better than I did, and all of them are gone now. I don't know what any of them are doing, and you know why? It's because they were lazy. They were inconsistent, and they didn't put in a tenth of the effort that I did. So what the gurus are not telling you, that they're not telling you in their content and all their marketing, is that you are the main determining factor on whether or not this will be a reality for you or it won't. There's no question that this is a real thing. There's thousands and tens of thousands of online businesses who have closers. That's real. And I know people who are super young, basically like 18 years old, all the way up to people in their 50s that are doing this. Male, female, all kinds of people. There's no question that this is real and that people are making good money in good roles with flexibility and growth. So the main factor that determines whether or not someone will succeed at this or anything in general is them. But no one's going to tell you that in their marketing, right? Like I'm doing now. They're not going to make Instagram reels or YouTube videos about this because that might turn you off. And that might make them less money. You might not buy from them. That is the punchline. And I know this for a fact now, after running this program where I help people land these jobs, I've worked with all different types of people, and the only variable in the process is the person themselves. So the process is the same. I just keep iterating on it and making it better, and I give it to every person. And why do some people not succeed and some people do? That's why. The process is the same. It's them, it's the person, and whether they choose to do the work and how they do the work, that's the only variable. Again, this is just a sales role. You're not starting a business. You don't have to find leads. You don't have to create a product. You don't have to deliver on that product. You don't have to fulfill. You don't have to create content or do ads or any of that stuff. You don't have to do anything difficult, is the punchline. And the process to finding these good sales roles, while it takes some work, is still very simple. All you have to do is do that simple work every day. The internet has just made this space super complicated because, number one, you're hit with all different types of content on it from all different types of people every day. And number two is so many people are trying to tell you you need sales training. And you think, oh, well, do I need to take a training first? Or do I need to do this first or this or whatever? And it's just you're constantly bombarded with this barrage of bullshit. And it's just all nonsense. Any good business, any good business is going to train you and onboard you properly when you get hired. You don't need to take a sales training course from anybody, okay? You do not need sales training because you learn to do it on the job. That's how sales has been done for hundreds and hundreds of years. Were people in like 1920 taking some stupid fucking sales training course so they just started working? You know? Like, there's any job you get on there, like, go start selling right now. It's the same with this. But even if someone came to you today and they said, hey, I run a massively successful business. It's huge. It makes so much money. I have more leads than I could ever handle that are just desperately begging me to buy my product, and my calendar is booked solid 6 months out all day long with a wait list. And I want to hire you to be the closer to take all those lay down, layup calls. Even in this perfect fantasy scenario, there's still the variable of you. And are you going to work hard? If you go in there and you slack off or you're lazy and you're scrolling TikTok in between calls, it doesn't matter how good the opportunity is. You're going to fail. So the questions that you should ask are, am I going to put in effort? Am I coachable? Am I a reliable person? Am I willing to learn new things? Can I go a day without making a sale and have a bad day because tomorrow's going to be better and I'm going to make 3 sales? Or am I lazy? Do I have all these poor beliefs in my head about money and business and sales? Am I unable to take feedback from someone who's more experienced than me? I can't show up at a certain time and be professional and take this seriously. So which scenario are you? If you're the second one, then there's no way you're going to succeed. You could be handed a golden ticket to $1 billion and you would fail. And I'm making this video because this is the factor. Like, this is it. All caps. This is the only thing that determines whether someone will succeed or fail. Whether they will fail or wildly succeed at anything. It's nothing else. I can say that is a concrete fact. Many, many other people have done this and are doing this successfully all the time. All different kinds of people. Young and old, all different backgrounds. This isn't like some get-rich pyramid scheme marketing scam where no one's making any money. There's lots of people doing this and making lots of money. And that's the other thing these days, like about all these different make money online opportunities, whether it's high ticket sales or any other make money online business, whatever it is. You can't say they're scams anymore because with the social media and the internet, there's examples of testimonials of thousands of people succeeding at all of them. Videos, full-length interviews. There's some on my channel. Any person running a successful business has full-length, basically movies of their clients, testimonials that showing them succeeding. You can't complain and say they're scams anymore. But people are still doing this. You're an idiot. You're the problem. Like, when are you going to wake up and realize, damn, I'm the fucking loser. It's me. You never will. You're going to die like this, bro. Remember, this is just a sales job, but it's a new and better type of sales job. And when I first got into sales and online business or whatever, I had a mentor say something to me, and this is a common phrase, but when he said it to me, it was like a click for some reason. He was basically like, success isn't about the how or the tactics, right? The average person thinks that they need the plan. Like, what's the secret tactics, right? But it's not about that. It's not about the how or the tactics. It's about who you are as a person. And this is insanely accurate. Like, the longer I've been doing this, the more I see how accurate that is. You can take two completely different people and place them in the exact situation, under the exact same circumstances with the same resources, and one of them is going to completely fail and the other one's going to succeed wildly. One is going to let everything in his mind stop him, and the other is just going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And this process plays out in my program all the time. I give the same process and steps to every person that I work with. It's a proven, dialed in process. The ones who come in and don't do what I tell them and slack off, they fail. The ones who come in and just work hard and do exactly what I tell them to do and have a good attitude about it, they succeed every time. Same circumstances, same resources, different people, different results. And the good news is you are completely in control over which person you choose to be. You are in control of changing your life. You can be the type of person that comes into this, works hard, completely changes their life and their financial situation. And if you aren't that person right now, and you're one of the other people, more good news. You can reinvent yourself today. You can start making different choices and thinking differently at any time. You can wake up tomorrow and just decide to be a completely new person. Will that be difficult? Yeah, but you can do it. You can choose to be anybody that you want. What you have in your life is just a product of the person that you have chosen to be up until this point. And you can choose to change that at any time. That's the end of the video. If you want my help getting a closer role or a setter role, go to the links in the description. Until next time.